And you know, part of the theme in this convention is about insanity. And I always thought insanity was doing the same thing and expecting different results. Isn't that what you hear around here? That's not the insanity I deal with. As an addict, my insanity is doing the same thing, knowing exactly what's going to happen, and doing it anyway. Now, at least the other kind of insanity, doing the same thing and expecting different results, at least there was some hope there. Now, I don't want to, if I haven't offended you already, but, you know, for me to pick up a bag of dope's kind of like, say, having sex with a gorilla. Now, if you have sex with a gorilla, honey, it ain't over till the gorilla says it's over. You get that gorilla back in the cage, it starts looking at you again with those loving eyes. Remember how it used to be? I promise I won't hurt you this time. Nobody's going to know. Just a tip, baby. Come on.
Go ahead, Sheriff.
That's the insanity that I live with. It reminds me of the polar bear. We were talking about this guy gets a rifle for his birthday, and one of his lifelong ambitions was to shoot a polar bear. So he goes to Alaska where the polar bears are, and, you know, he sees this bear, and he's got this new rifle, so he takes his shot, and he kills a bear, and he goes over to check out his kill, tap on his shoulder, bigger polar bear, looking down at him. The polar bear says, you know, you just shot my son. You got two choices. Either let me have my way with you, or I'm going to maul you to death. A couple weeks later, he's healing up in the hospital. Now he's got a resentment, right? He's going to go back and get this bear. So he heals up, gets back on the plane, goes up to the tundra where the bears are. He sees the bear. He takes his shot. He goes over to check out the bear. Tap on his shoulder, bigger polar bear looking down at him. You just shot my uncle. He got two choices. Either let me have my way with you, or I'm going to maul you to death. A couple weeks later, he's back in the hospital, healing up again. You know. Now, this goes on, back and forth, back and forth. A couple years later, he's up there, you know, sees the biggest polar bear he's ever seen, and it's the one. So he takes his shot. He goes over to check out his kill, tap on his shoulder. King of the polar bears looking down at him. And the king of the polar bear says, you know, we've been watching you. You're not really up here for the hunting, are you? Now that's a little message about the insanity of addiction. Because I can remember being 120 pounds, you know, dying of this disease, covered in tracks, and I'm looking, you know, 5 or 6 of my friends got me in the mirror, and I'm saying, I look great. And I'm killing myself. See, I'm driven by resentment. I'm driven by delusion. I'm driven by that selfishness. I'm driven by that fear. And it drives me back to an obsession. An obsession that drives me into this allergy, and the allergy kills me. And I'm doomed to live that life over and over again.